Tashidelik from Bodh Gaya, land of Buddha. Bodh Gaya is a Buddhist pilgrimage site in the Gaya district of Bihar, India. It is one of the most auspicious places to visit for every Buddhist. It is famous for the Maha Bodhi temple. It was here under the Bodhi tree that Gautama Buddha attained enlightenment. Bodh Gaya feels at home to me. I love being here and I always try to make sure I visit the place once every year with my parents. Today, I will be meeting people from different backgrounds and ages, and I will be asking them questions regarding Buddhism and how they perceive it in their daily life and how the perceptions have impacted their life in a more significant way. What is your name?
My name is Berta Calderon.
Josh Whitty.
My name is Paloma.
I'm Droma. I'm Tupten Droma. Tupten Droma, that's my ordination name. My actual name, or the name my parents gave me, is Laura.
Known as prostration man. Shimi.
This is Monk Prasant Maurya. My nickname is Happy.
Where are you from?
I come from Spain, from Madrid.
I'm from Australia.
I'm from Bilbao in Spain.
I'm from Germany originally. Now I live in Nepal, and before I lived in France.
From Bhutan.
What attaches you to Buddhism?
I first came to Bodh Gaya in 2006 to be a volunteer, a nurse volunteer. And I have no interest in religion at all. And suddenly I found a religion that is very open-minded, and it's all about developing yourself for the sake of others. So that's really what attached me, the helping others. I'm a nurse, so I was already have that kind of declination, that kind of tendency in my mind. But then I met something that is even deeper, developing your mind to become a Buddha for the benefit of others. So that's really what attached me.
A very clear vision on reality and a very well laid out method in order to transform your life to be, let's say, more beneficial in the world. Yeah.
I think Buddhism is the only science that can actually know the truth of oneself.
It was Buddha's blessing or the fate, we can say, that brings me to follow Buddha. I believe that it's Buddha's blessing for me that I came and joined this amazing way of liberating yourself from the suffering.
What differences do you feel visiting Bodh Gaya as compared to other Buddhist sites?
아니 지나다 망고지 내 고토베나 야고레 이나 디 나네로 답미세 도지된 지어로와 다디 펫코란 셴다 만다웨 당아저 남베나 네게 따네게 짜 치쇼디 다디지기도와
I think Bodh Gaya is a place where everybody that goes makes it alive. Everybody participates, makes their Bodh Gaya theirs, their feelings, everything is alive, right?
Yeah.
You're not visiting a monument and the monument isn't telling you something. You are telling something to Bodh Gaya. You are going to the stupa. You are trying to get something out of the stupa for yourself. So you're alive there. And maybe if you go to a place like this, you're visiting stones, bricks, and you're just seeing how others were living and feeling. That's, I think, the difference.
Bodh Gaya is my first destination of a Buddhist archaeological site, and just going from going to visit the Bodhi tree to here, it's quite amazing to put an actual destination to the philosophy I've been learning about for a long time. So yeah, it's definitely special.
Dorjeden 용과의 존재도 소체조 가르치는 또 좀 된데 아니 상계 안타 사자 그 메시 할래고 아니 개첨보 상계에 아니 내 자첨보 안 되는데 뒤인도가 다 대rel레 소나 초와 가리었으나 제가 셈나라 랑신게 아니 셈바치보다 아니 때 랑신게 시장보다 근데 차주도 뒤인도 땅로 딱바리시
I've been 5 years without being able to come to Bodh Gaya. And being here is such amazing experience. It's such a blessing, you know. It's like I go home with a completely different energy. We come from a Buddhist center in our city in Bilbao, and of course we have a sangha there, a community, and it's really nice, and we are supporting each other. But being here is a completely different dimension, you know. Seeing the devotion, seeing all the high lamas and the teachers and all the friends is what really is kind of nourishing something inside, you know. I feel very happy. I'm very, very happy.
There are a lot of people who show strong faith and devotion, and that creates a very, very special atmosphere for people to do their practice. You don't find it so much abroad, especially not in Western countries, because there aren't so many Buddhists, so you can easily feel out of place. And here you feel very inspired. So yeah, definitely, it's very special.
Bodh Gaya is important because all the Buddhas got enlightened here and will get enlightened here. And all the Buddhist artworks and all the auras were all got enlightened in this place. And hereafter, everyone who wants to adopt Bodhicitta, I think they need to come here in Bodh Gaya and sit near this Bodhi tree and then just stay for a while, and I think they can definitely adopt Bodhicitta.
You can practice anywhere, but as in the Buddhism canons and scriptures is written that these 4 places where Buddha enlightened, Bodh Gaya, and where Buddha gave his first sermon in Sarma, and then Lumbini where he took the birth, and the Kushinagar where he left his body. These 4 places are very vital and important for the Buddhist people who practice Buddhism. So practicing at these holy places has different meaning. It's more meaningful. It's more useful, you can say. You can feel Buddha more closely. We can talk each other from America, anywhere in the world, but see how we feel when we meet in person.
Yeah,
That's the reason. That's the same case with coming to Bodh Gaya and practicing here.
What role does India play being home for Buddhism and in prevailing peace in the world?
India is such an amazing country and huge. So the more India develops all these inner qualities, you know, all the teachings of the Buddha and from other religions too, you know, can be an example for others. For example, for me, when I came here, I was amazed to see how Buddhism, Hinduism, Muslims, you know, and Islam, and sometimes even Christians live together, you know, in such harmony. So if India can be an example for others, that could be, I think that could be good for the whole world.
제가 미마이나레 슈미나레 고 pet 시대를 가वे 아니 개갑지래 인도간에 점블린 내 개가 망부지 옆에 나느라 다 개가 딜을 하바 아니 피지 개가 요 마레스나 다 피지 슈나 만디아 딜케 요 마레스
All the access I have towards amazing teachers and gurus in terms of Buddhist philosophy that radiate compassion and teach this amazing philosophy are all found in India and Nepal and surrounding areas. But I mean, having access to the Dalai Lama's teachings definitely resonates more than any other thing I could compare to. So yeah, it's very special.
India is playing a huge role because all the Buddha's activities area or the land is in India. So since all these places are accessible for every people, not only the Buddhists, for everyone, I think India has been doing a very good job as of now for being able to make it possible for everyone.
World is getting prone to wars and conflicts these days. How can Buddhism help the world refrain from such hostility?
Well, I think the only way to stop war is through our minds. If the leaders become more compassionate, as His Holiness the Dalai Lama says so many times, they need to work on their egos and on their own minds. You know, if they don't work in their minds, it's probably they will get worse and worse, and then probably the countries will get into more trouble.
If we look at Buddhism more closely, you see that every outwardly conflict situation that exists in the world originates within our own minds. So even such things as war come from anger, they come from greed, they come from ignorance. So if we really want to change situation outside of ourselves, we first need to make a certain transformation in our own minds, because otherwise we'll just perpetuate the circle of suffering, right? So first we draw ourselves out, and if we have reached that mindset, then we can have a real positive influence.
Buddhism can help in larger ways, like if we do the aspiration prayers for all sentient beings as we do all the time. But the most important thing on the other hand is one needs to change oneself. Then only one can be an inspiration for others. Otherwise it's impossible.
Messages you would like to convey to those Buddhists who haven't visited Bodh Gaya yet.
딱지 데레 간다 소소 라니게 문에 지 낭바 임바 그러와 아니 캠도 켈랭게 짐바에 소나 땡여바도 지그 미즈 나라 지다 도스페 토바나 야부 요레 쉐이 간스나 디네가 심부 슈체고 따네 제다 지요라 믹세 또 빼가서 네 저사기 단다페나 소자 단나가 따가데 날린다 요르와 데 유튜브 칸에 빼때 레레라 안에 지 도스 제 윤두 칸에 아니 심나라 안 소마 만다치리기도 와 데 인도 칸에 땅에 게 넘버 소랑네 치나 딱 넘버 소치 페마도 그나 코 켄다 큐데 켄지기 또네 야 페투고 말에 이나 페투베기 간다 차겐데 요야나 아니 야와도 지 페나 야고요레 쉐이.
India is a place everybody has to visit because it has a lot of contrast, and you get very shocked when you get here the first time. This is not my first time, but it's like the first time always, okay? Because the evolution that India has and the way it tells everybody that we are thousands of millions of people here. They are very different, and they try to tell you that Buddhism is living with other religions and everything goes okay.
Yeah, I think it's important to see where the roots of the philosophy come from. You get the context, you get the history, you can put the pieces together, so it's more than some intellectual knowledge. It becomes real, it becomes grounded. So I recommend visiting India.
자가디 히데 자가 지난주 남대주 다섯의 자가인데 아니 자가 나라 즉 용바이나 아니 흰잠보다 아미가 세계 섬로나 단도성 첨보를 섬데 이내 롱바 첨보 지원의 자가래 도성중화 요 말을 섬도 근데 이제 섬에 공부하셔야지 안 상말 폐마도나 도지대 안 상계설 페트웨나 야고요레 섬도.
Well, I will recommend everyone to come to Bodh Gaya many times, not one time in the lifetime. I think it's also for me, I came here, I was very young when I came first time, and it changed my mind and it changed my life in so many ways. I wasn't not into Buddhism, I was not into anything spiritual, and then I found this town that was very small in 2006 and I found amazing people, and it changed me forever. So I would recommend anyone, to get deeper into try to understand what Buddhism is and to try to understand more India and specifically Bodh Gaya.
Don't waste your time. If you're wasting your money, waste it wisely. And if you're wasting your time, waste it very wisely.
If they haven't been to Bodh Gaya, they should visit Bodh Gaya. I wish they come one day. They will come, and my wish is to bring them all who haven't come yet. I wish they come in even once in life. They should come here, and I believe one who have the merits, we say punya, the punya will bring them here.
Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. Dorjeden.